Hi everyone, it's Lynn from Devine Central. I am here with your May 2023 tarot readings. Now, if you're new to the channel and like what you see, please give it a thumbs up so others can find me. And if you like all things tarot, please consider subscribing because I'm putting up a variety of new things every week. At the end of this video, I am also going to show you a couple of new tarot practice tools that I have recently put up on my Etsy page. So stay tuned for that. All right, then, here we go. All right, Pisces, let's see what we got for you. We're going to start with the driving force or the theme of the month. Then, what led to this point? What will support you? What will possibly derail you? And we'll end up with some guidance for the month of May. So we'll start this reading with the driving force or the main theme of the month, and that's the Lover's card. Now, a lot of people look at this as a relationship card, but I tend to see it more as, making commitments based on our moral compass. As a theme for this month, I think the time has come to make some very important choices and then standing by those choices for the long term. Now, what led us to this point? Well, we have the Six of Pentacles. So while some interpret this card as a symbol of generosity, I see it as indicative of an imbalance in a relationship. So for example, if this card were to appear in a relationship reading, the first thing I want to know is who's in charge or who's running the show, because sometimes it's at the detriment of the other partner. Now, it's possible that, you might be facing an issue in a relationship with a parent or spouse or sibling or, even a boss that initially seemed like it was small, but now it's starting to affect your moral compass. It may be time to, take a stand and just assert yourself. Acting with compassion will obviously be easier. They say that you can catch more flies with sugar than you can vinegar. But sometimes it just requires additional support. And this is where the Knight of Wands comes in as our support system. I love this card because of its positive yet reckless nature. He's my bull in a china shop, I call him. This card represents somebody who will do anything to defend you because they genuinely care for you. It could be a protective parent or a supportive best friend or even a coworker or a supervisor, either of whom may be willing to put their own jobs on the line just to defend yours. MJ, who created the deck, she chose the badger to represent the energy of this card. And sometimes, well, you know what? We need to embody that tenacious and aggressive energy, right? We're responsible to defend what we believe in, even if there's nobody else there to support us. So if you feel exploited, then you need to take initiative to stop it. And this is the energy that will help you get there. Now, it's so interesting that in the position of what could possibly derail us this month, we have this, calm, meek little Page of Cups card. Now, the Page of Cups, represented by the capybara in this particular deck, the capybara is, he's an extremely docile animal, known to be docile by other animals, and they take advantage of him by riding on his back on the water because he's typically in the water. Okay. So while it's good to be there for others, sometimes we just have to realize when others are being disrespectful of our beliefs or are trying to take advantage of us. We must respect ourselves enough to draw a line in the sand and then demand that others not cross that line. And I think that that is what this is supposed to be reminding us this month, that we need that kind of energy if we don't want to be taken advantage of and we don't want to derail everything that we've built. Finally, we have the Ten of Cups. Now, this card is a symbol of happiness and contentment. And by standing up for yourself and establishing boundaries, you can probably achieve this kind of happiness and security and safety in your life. It's important to examine the relationships you have this month and consider why you may be allowing others to take advantage of you. Then you need to take action to put an end to it. Life is too short to allow others to exploit you. You deserve to be happy and you deserve to be respected. But you're the one that's going to have to make that happen. So good luck with that, and we'll see you next month. So before I sign off, I wanted to show you the two newest entries in my Etsy shop.
Now, if you're like me, when you first started out, you were sitting by yourself and probably couldn't come up with enough questions to really put in a good practice. And this 600 questions for your tarot practice will do it for you. I have it designed in a format that you can literally cut up, bag, and put in a little, zippered bag or something to carry around with you, and you'll never run out of questions. And I've also put up a 3-card tarot practice workbook. Now, it's got 100 3-card spreads, 2 per page, with room for you to write your interpretations. Then you can go to the back of the booklet and find my interpretations, and it just gives you something to compare against your own. Very helpful when you're just getting started. See my Etsy shop for details. You can find the shop address below.